This segment is about planning, specifically for organization and time management for interview day. Plan ahead, get a good night's sleep. The old theory of well-rested, well-tested has stood the test of time, and the CDC recommends 7 or more hours of sleep for adults 18 to 60 years old. If it helps, try to listen to some calm music or try some meditation strategies, whatever works for you to get a good night's sleep. Breakfast is important. Eat something so that you can put all your focus and energy into this important interview. Stress is enough without having to worry about an empty stomach, and you'll be there for a few hours. Looking your best and getting things just right takes time. It would be helpful to make sure that your clothes are picked out and ready to go in advance. And even better, try it on before the interview day. When planning for travel time, think door-to-door time. How long will it take you to walk to your car? Traffic can be a huge stressor, so just assume that there's going to be some traffic or that you may need extra time if you make a wrong turn. It takes a few minutes to walk from your car to the 8th floor of the Allied Health Building where the interview will be. So allow some extra time for your walk, to go to the restroom, and to get settled in. An early arrival is better than a late arrival, and it'll also give you the opportunity to chat with some amazing group of candidates who could be your future classmates. And by the way, parking for the interview is usually in a parking garage. You take your ticket with you and you pay at a kiosk prior to leaving. The current cost is $1 per hour. There will be a lot of walking on your interview day, so plan your footwear accordingly. The interview process was over Zoom the past 2 years to COVID. Prior to COVID, the day involved a 3-group rotational interview process, and each group starts with a different task. There will be a panel interview, a writing sample from a prompt, and either a small teamwork project, a speed round, or something else. The panel interview is conversational style. Take some time for a practice run with a friend to work out some little kinks here and there. Say some answers to practice questions out loud. It can be a lot different from what you're thinking in your head, and doing some trial runs to lessens the potential of fumbling through the interview. How much time did you take in giving your answer, and how meaningful are your answers? There's no set time limit, and they want to learn about you. But try to keep in mind, are you rambling? Are you giving a 3-word reply? You want to hit that just right spot. Try to plan and prepare for a question or two to ask at the end of your interview as well, so that your interest will shine through. One question you should definitely plan for is, why do you want to become an OT? Make sure that you know a little bit about the profession here, and don't just say that you want to help people. Give more of an in-depth response, like why you want to help people or what you want to help them do. Consider taking some time for just a simple Google search for the Occupational Therapy Code of Ethics. Specifically, there are 7 core values on page 2, and these are something to take to heart to see how they fit into your personality and take pride in. The principles and standards of conduct are on there too, and it gives great insight to this fabulous profession. One last tip, try not to use physical therapy to describe occupational therapy. It's best to just leave the words physical therapy out of any answers you give. In planning for the writing portion, the prompts are different year to year, but there's usually a choice of 2. Try not to worry about it. The goal is not to stump you. It's just to evaluate your cohesive thoughts, sentences, and grammar. One thing to keep in mind is spelling. We've all gotten used to the spell check, but this is usually handwritten. This portion usually lasts about 30 minutes. The third portion has varied over the last few years. Prior to COVID, candidates were separated into groups of 2 to 3 people. Groups were given a small amount of supplies to make something. The group activity was done to see how applicants interact with others towards a common goal. So planning to use the lessons we all used in kindergarten will come in handy here. Share the supplies, listen to and respect your friends, and cheer them on as you work together. During COVID, speed rounds were used in lieu of this at least 1 year, where each candidate was asked the same question in a one-on-one situation. These are all things that have been done in the past, but as everything, it's all subject to change. None of the 3 rotations are difficult, but the day is just to glean insight on a holistic view of who you are. And after all, OT is a holistic profession. By the way, the word holistic is very popular around here. Hint, hint. Lastly, as you prepare for your big day, think about experiences you've had from your observation time. Who inspired you? What kind of people did you see during treatment? Good luck to all, and remember most of all to just be yourself and have fun. Thank you.